Greetings, talkers. Whenever I talk about religion, uh, usually I talk about things fundamentalists do, or sometimes I'll talk about things moderate religious believers say or do or whatever. But whenever I talk about any of that, some some religious person will be like, "Oh no, you've got it all wrong. That's not what we believe. We don't believe that. We believe X." If I talk about fundamentalism, the moderates will go, "Oh no, we don't believe that." Talk about moderate religious believers, fundamentalists go, "Oh no, you got it all wrong. That's not how we see the world." So, for instance, when I talk about creationism, right? Here I got to split because when I talk about, old young Earth creationism, you got the old Earth creationism saying, "Oh, I have it all wrong." And then you get the moderates say, "We don't even believe creationism. No Christian believes that." Yeah, okay, they made a whole museum because nobody believes it. But okay, my point is there's a line. There's a line of crazy that every religious person has. For instance, you'd be hard pressed to find a Christian who believes that zombies actually rose from the dead when Christ died on the cross, even though it says that in the Bible. Nobody believes that, right? Uh, So I'm wondering where the line is for various Christians. You know, what's what's too crazy? What aspect of the Bible is too crazy where it has to be metaphorical all of a sudden? So even the fundamentalists have a line, and then the moderates have a line that's significantly more forward, I assume. But there's always a line, which means that there's something in the Bible, or there's something. Every religious person has a level of crazy. So I just want to know where that is. Like, for instance, the the least crazy, which is still pretty crazy, is that Jesus died and came back to life after 3 days, and ascended to heaven. Right? That's like the least crazy, even though that's clearly nuts. Um, but it, but like, all right, I don't even want to say it's the least crazy because it's pretty damn crazy. But what I mean is, most religious believers, no matter how liberal they are, will swallow that, um, but they won't swallow something more. Like even Catholics with the Eucharist, right? It, you know, people think, even Catholics, a lot of them think that the Eucharist is supposed to be symbolic. But according to the Catholic doctrine, it's not. Like, you say the magic words, and the cracker literally turns into the flesh of Jesus. It's pretty nuts, but that's what Catholic Catholicism claims. Now, obviously, most Catholics, I would think, in America today, do not believe that. That's too crazy for them. They believe that it's metaphorical. Um, but there are Catholics who obviously do believe that. So I just want to know what the line is. So I guess this video is more towards Christians because I want to know where your line is. Like, what crazy faith-based belief do you believe? But what faith-based belief do you think is no? That's a step too far. It's got to be metaphorical. And I guess for atheists, when if you were religious at one point, you can answer that too. But I'm just wondering where the line is. That's really my question for the day. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. And you can, I don't know, I'll see if I can respond to some of them if they're interesting enough. So please leave your comments down below. Thank you. Talk to you later.